Welcome to the Best of Central Florida. I am Justin Clark. I will never forget. The year was 2002. I was in law school in Boston, hanging out at the Beantown pub to be exact. A classmate comes over, introduces himself. He said he was from Orlando. I was shocked. I thought Orlando was theme parks, chain restaurants, maybe a water park or two. Who would have thought that now 20 years later, I would have lived here for 15 of them? Who would have thought I would raise my 2 little girls here? Who would have thought I would fall in love with Central Florida? It's a hidden gem, great restaurants, professional sports teams, booming art scene, the Wekiva River, the beaches, and yes, even the theme parks. From Ferndale to Frostproof, Rockledge to Reddick, this is the best of Central Florida. Today is all about making you beautiful. Michaela Nichols is here. We all know you are beautiful on the outside.
Oh, thank you, Justin.
But maybe some of us don't know you're beautiful on the inside. Tell me about the Blatantly Honest Foundation.
So October is Bullying Prevention Month, and the Blatantly Honest Foundation is donating 5 speeches. I'll go and speak at a school for an hour, elementary, middle, or high school, and I'll go and talk to the kids about bullying, suicide prevention, and just overall mental health. So if you want to nominate your school, we're taking nominations through today. So click here or scan this or do that. But yeah, it's all for the kids to help them, and yeah.
You keep up the good work. You're doing God's work out there, really helping kids, especially in October. A month that's so important. Bullying, such an important topic. Yeah, in my world too. It's wonderful what you're doing out there. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a quick break. When we return, the best ways to make you beautiful.
The Best of Central Florida's Michaela's Choice is sponsored by the Tyson Smith Group of Raymond James.
Let's talk financial planning, because let's face it, we all need a little bit of help nowadays. And to better help me and everyone else here, I am joined by the Tyson Smith Group. I'm here with Tyson Smith and Renee Naranjo. Okay, quick question. Why do people lose money?
Well, first, thanks for having us. We're really enjoying being on the show. We love what you guys are doing. But to answer your question, people lose money because they get scared. And they get scared because they don't understand. They don't understand what's going on inside of their portfolios and why the different investments they own may move up or move down. And when things move down, they have a tendency to get out. It's kind of like when you're getting in a hot tub. It feels really hot. And your initial instinct is, oh, I don't want to get in there. But if you force your way in after a minute or so, it feels really good and it starts working for you. Same thing with investments. Sometimes the best time to get in is when it's the most uncomfortable.
I agree with you entirely. So with that being said, I mean, why should employees use a retirement plan?
A retirement plan is a benefit that's put together and offered to employees by a company. It's a benefit. It's a tool that an employer will use to attract and retain key talent. It's the most efficient way that somebody can save money because it comes right out of their paycheck before it goes home. It's not an action they have to do. It's not a bill they have to pay. It's not something they have to stop and think about every single month. It just automatically happens. And inside of there, they get very efficient cost structure because they've got the benefit of the negotiating power of the entire family of employees and all the assets that are in there. So they get lower cost investments and lower cost structure whereby they can move things around anytime they want to. So whether it's a 401k, a 403b, a 457, look, I won't get crazy and keep talking about the IRS code, but those types of things can be really, really good ways for them to invest.
For your financial peace of mind, check out the Tyson Smith Group at thetysonsmithgroup.com. I have had every hair color just about imaginable and under the sun, so when I need to either step up my color game or go somewhere to get products to fix it, I know where to go, and these are my friends over here. So Michaela's choice for Best Hair Salon is Mint on Avenue, and I am joined by Vanessa Minter and Caleb Denny. So happy to have y'all here.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So, before we dive into the products, let's talk about the experience that I get when I come visit your salon.
Would you like to start?
Well, you start when you walk into our salon. You'll be welcomed by all of our team members. Probably the first thing you'll notice is that we're all pretty unique characters, and you'll see how we all work together to provide the best experience for you.
Absolutely amazing. So I like the fact that you said characters, because I think everyone's unique, especially in hair. I mean, there's a lot going on with hair. What are some of the trends like this fall?
Definitely we're seeing like a lot of color going back to golden blondes, and a lot of blondes that are going for more dimensional looks where they're getting a lot more lowlights, blended with their highlights, lots of color melts, but beautiful warm tones. Those are really the fall trends. A lot of redheads, a lot of blondes are choosing to add some copper or some beautiful auburn to their look for the fall.
Do you think Justin could rock that?
I would love to do.
Just get rid of my grays that are poking out on the sides, please. That's all I need right now. Start there, please. He looks handsome, man. I don't.
Oh, you've got both of you beautiful hair, but we could definitely, a lot of men get color, and we do with Aeffect. We offer a 5-minute treatment for men's color, which is a gray blending treatment, and it just camouflages the hair so that it makes it very easy. It's easy to do, quick, no one sees you getting it done. A lot of men are self-conscious about that, and it just slowly blends and washes away rather than causing a permanent demarcation line.
So I think it can be a little scary to go and find a new stylist, because I mean, that's a lot of trust you're putting on someone else. How do you kind of calm the nerves of your clients?
We always offer, with Aeffect, that's one reason I love being partnered with them. When you arrive, we'll have the Aeffect tea, we offer Aeffect tea, and then we always do a consultation. So we take the time to talk to you and find out what your issues are with your hair, what your goals are with your hair, and then we also try to get on a personal level with you and get to know you, and we try to listen to you so that we can help you figure out what is the best plan. And I often tell my clients that a first appointment is like a first date. You just gotta get to know each other. Everyone's nervous, but as long as you listen and take your time, and you have the skill level to provide a great service, it usually turns out okay.
Definitely. So what kind of products did you bring with you today?
So these are our hero products. We have Botanical Repair, which is a damage solution. So it's actually going to go inside the hair to strengthen and repair hair damage that can be caused from a variety of things. We have Nutriplenish, which is our moisturizing and hydrating line. This stuff is fantastic, and it can be used for all hair types, as well as Botanical Repair. And then our other line in the Hero franchise is the Embody products, which are great for people looking for thicker, fuller hair, as well as people that may be experiencing thinning hair.
And right before we were speaking, talk about thinning hair, and you do a lot of community service, and I respect that so much about you, because
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about that and what you do.
Well, years ago, I started working at Florida Hospital before Advent took that over, and I did a lot of volunteering, and this was when I was looking for a location because I knew I wanted to have my own salon again, but I was sort of in between, so I wanted to give back. So I work with, it's as young as 2 years old, all the way up to 80-something, we'll say, people that go through different sicknesses that could cause hair loss or trauma to the hair, especially cancer. And being October and Pinktober, we're really in the salon with Aeffect. We focus on raising money for breast cancer awareness, but we also, when I do this work, I provide the Embody line complimentary, plus I don't charge for my services, and I have a lot of clients that start with me through their journey with cancer who continue on, and I don't sort of let them out of my foundation until they've grown their hair back and it's healthy. So we just pamper them and make them feel, like some sense of normal while they're going through something so traumatic, because nobody wants to, have their hair taken from them in that manner. It's very different from choosing to cut your hair in a cute pixie. So we're just very sensitive to that, and we're a very community-driven salon. We like to give back. We know our customers by name, and you'll often hear people when they leave our salon, they're like, I love you, and we say it back because we love them too. We really are a salon that's all about loving our guests.
Definitely. And family, it sounds like. I mean, the two of you and
Yeah.
the family are building. So thank you so much, Vanessa and Caleb. And go check out my friends at Mint on Avenue, and we'll be right back after this short break.
Little special surprise today, overwhelming demand for this group today. You kept reaching out saying you got to choose these guys. Capricci, Ricci, Geraldine is here, Amy's here, they're the owners. Where did you come up with that name? Capricci, Ricci.
It was a client of mine.
Were you at an Italian restaurant or not?
Well,
No?
it sounds like it, but my client's last name was Riccio, and he said one day, you should have a salon and you should call it Capricci Ricci. It means wild curls.
Oh.
And so because of my hair, and she liked the ring of it,
Well, how long have you been in business?
next year will be 20 years.
20 years. What a great salon you have there. Open, modern, welcoming. How do you treat your clients?
Well, I mean, they've been great through the pandemic. They've supported us for 20 years. Our clientele's been with us for that long. And they come into the salon and we greet them and offer them a beverage. And some of them just walk in and just sit down because they feel so at home. So,
Yeah, hard to run them out of there sometimes. Huh? They're like family to you.
exactly.
Yeah.
Tell me about the services you offer.
Well, we do mostly hair because that's what we're good at, and we've stuck with that for 20 years. We do hair extensions and color and cutting.
Have you ever done any hair extensions, by the way?
No, but I've been thinking about doing them. So they like the tape ones. I've seen the halo things.
Yeah,
I'm still
there's-
trying to figure it out.
There's all kinds of methods. So we offer 4 methods. I'm working with dream catchers right now, so educating for them, and it's a great, way to introduce color to someone that has really dark hair that doesn't want damage, or just for some inches.
For someone who hasn't been there yet, a first-time client of yours, tell me where you're located and how it goes the first time I walk in.
Well, we're located in Winter Park, and we're in a beautiful new building that's very contemporary. And when the stylist, when the clients walk in, they're greeted with an open concept, really high ceilings. We have beautiful lighting that we've chosen specifically for the space, and our stations are set 6 feet apart, which was really a blessing during the pandemic that we were able to open and people to feel comfortable.
Let me ask you a question. You can be honest with me. There are some places I go, and Amy, this is for you, and I look at my face and I'm like, you look pretty thin today. And then other places I go, and same day, I'm like, you look fat today. Do the mirrors really have an effect on my face and how it looks?
Well, I've heard that the mirrors don't lie. So, no, I think it's sometimes what you perceive yourself as. And so,
Depends on if I just had lunch or not, I guess, huh?
yeah, depends on
gotcha.
how full you are.
You guys are very product-centric, I would say. Tell me about the products.
Well, we do offer a wide variety because I feel like people want to have a choice. So we have probably 12 different brands right now, and one of the brands that we really love is our new leaf and flower brand that's positively charged to help attract the dirt and clean the dirt, and it's a healing line, so it's something new that is out there that people are asking for. We also have tools that are used for people that can do self-care at home, because this little guy right here weighs,
obsessed.
Do you know what this is?
I was obsessed with Dyson, and now I see this thing.
well, this weighs just over
10 ounces.
10 ounces.
How do you feel?
Yeah.
So
I
like,
feel
Oh
like
my goodness.
Thank
Take a
you.
feel here. You got
I'm
it.
gonna run off
She's
set.
like, I got my hands on it.
This is mine now. Wow.
So what does this do? Is this just I know a hair dryer and I know not a hair dryer. What is
Well,
it?
it's a blow dryer that, it also comes with a diffuser, but it's got all the latest technology. It helps blow dry your hair 30% faster, and it's pretty good on heats. It doesn't overexpose your hair, and it's light. So for clients that have wrist issues or shoulder issues, it's
Yeah.
easier for them to manage.
Yeah, this is great.
Do you blow dry your hair every day?
I do. I blow dry my hair way too. I put way too much heat on my hair, so I feel like if it can go a little faster, then helping my hair.
Less heat.
Do guys blow dry their hair or not? Because I haven't in a long, long time. Do some guys do that?
I mean, my husband does, so.
Let me take a poll of our crew. Raise your hand back there if you blow dry your hair, only for the dudes. No one raised their hand. Ivan, go ahead.
One.
Ivan admits
One
it.
time.
Ivan blow dries his hair every morning, and that's why he wears a hat, I guess. What a fun time. Awesome, awesome. Winter Park, Capricci, Ricci. It means what again? One more time.
Wild curls.
Wild Curls, great salon. You're doing a great job over there.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
place, by the way,
Thank
too.
you.
I read your reviews also. Everyone loves you guys. Geraldine and Amy, the owners of Capricci Ricci, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Stick around.
Appreciate it.
You got my pleasure. Stick around. Justin's Choice is up next. Finally, it's time for my favorite portion of the show. It's time for Justin's Choice, and a big congratulations today to our good friends at Aeffect Hair. I love this name, by the way.
Thank
Selena
you.
is here. How are you today? Thank you for
I'm
joining
doing
me.
wonderful. Thank you for having me.
So I struggle. I'm 42. I'm a lawyer. I still struggle with the Aeffect versus Effect, and you spell it A-E-F-F-E-C-T. Tell me about that.
So it's just a little play on the fact that we have an effect and an affect. So we're making people feel better, but then we're also having a positive impact on our environment and in our local community. So it's like you couldn't decide, so you put both.
So it has nothing to do with me being an idiot, not knowing the difference,
I mean,
right?
I can't really account for that, but it makes everybody else have an easier time remembering the name.
Down in Winter Park, great
Yeah.
location, of course. I love the hourly pricing that you do. Talk to me about the hourly pricing.
So we just find that it's a little bit easier for our guests if we do it pricing based on the time rather than services, so nobody's kind of cutting something so that they're getting their end result and they're getting what they want out of it, and that way there's a streamline in pricing with no sticker shock.
Speaking of services, what would you do to me? Be honest, blatantly honest. Who cares?
I am not a plastic surgeon, so I cannot.
That's messed up.
I'm just kidding.
What would you do?
I mean, we do hair cutting.
Yeah.
Is really all we focus
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
And then making sure that people are taking care of their hair in the best way possible. So that's why we have these awesome masks.
These little grays that are poking out here.
Silver lining.
Do I leave them or do I do something about
I
them?
mean, men get to go gray and get called the silver fox. Women, we don't have that advantage.
What do you think, Michaela?
I
Leave it?
mean, I think gray hair is awesome.
Oh, okay.
See?
We'll
Silver
keep
fox.
it. We'll absolutely keep it.
Don't
I
call
guess.
him that. It'll get to his head.
Very eco-friendly.
Yes.
Talk to me about.
Yeah,
that.
so everything that we do in the salon, we try to do it in a sustainable way, and then we actually even recycle the leftover hair, the leftover color, and the leftover foils.
What do you do with it?
So we partner with a company called Green Circle that's based out of Canada, because hair left in a landfill actually decomposes into methane gas.
Really?
Yeah, so they take the hair and they turn it into hair booms for oil spills and collect oil in the Gulf, which is, there's still some issues going on there.
So we're talking about your salon, but we have plants on the anchor desk. Talk to
Yes.
me about the plants. What do they represent?
So we're actually in a basement, which is
yeah.
super rare in Orlando, let alone in Florida.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we do is we recycle all the leftover containers. So these are actually the back bar containers for the hair masks, and then we put plants in it because plants just make a better work environment, and then we even have plants that will help absorb the ammonia from the hair color.
Unbelievable. You are sustainable. You are very eco-friendly for
Definitely.
sure. All right, what do we have here? I don't think this is like one of those things in a gas station that has like a name tag on it, you know? I don't think that's what these are.
No, these are actually
What are
hair
these?
masks so that you can do them in your hair really quick, the same way that like self-care became so important during all of the closures. You can actually multi-mask, so you can use one on your scalp, one on the mids of your hair, and then one on your ends, and sort of treat different issues all in one.
So do I use, just out of curiosity, the whole thing
Not
in
the
one
whole
go?
rack.
No, they're
No.
actually, I don't know.
Oh, you're not going to use the whole rack?
Because they
I got
have
a lot of hair.
Oh.
You can be reopen and close them, so you don't have to use the whole
Got it.
thing, and that
Okay.
way you can use. This one's actually for shine, so if you want to do a bit of a
See.
shine, or if you want to do something for a little bit of the damaged ends, you have options. And there's even one that's called the Wake Up Circle, which originally was called the Hangover.
The hangover.
Yeah.
So for all the guys in the audience, and I know exactly what you're talking about here, I'm just trying to help the male audience here. What is this again? I'm sorry.
They're hair
I know.
masks.
I'm helping you.
Hair masks
What
to
does
treat
that
your
mean?
hair.
Is that like a shower cap?
It's sort of like
Oh.
a in-depth treatment for your hair and scalp.
Okay. So how does it work? Does it look like a shower cap?
No, they're just product. They're like a really in-depth conditioner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When do you use it? And
you
should
would
I
skip
use
the
it?
conditioner.
Skip the conditioner altogether?
And you would use this instead.
Oh my gosh. You have a lot of products there as well. What other products do you sell?
We just carry Davaness. That's what we
yeah.
carry, and that's the company that we partner with because they're a sustainable business. So everything that they do, they offset it by planting trees or using clean energy, and then we do the same. So we actually offset our energy at the end of the year by purchasing carbon credits.
Got it. How did you get into business? How long have you been in business?
I've been open now for 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was one of those things where I had a studio suite and decided needed to be the change that I wanted to see, so made the eco-friendly salon.
How were you able to get through this whole pandemic?
Very well, actually,
Really?
because we've always been a single client salon, so we never had to change our business model, and our stations have always been 6 feet apart, and we're not like a super packed salon, so we have 6 stations, and they've always been 6 feet apart.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Did you have to close down at all? Was there a time we had to close,
we
right?
had to close down. We closed down with Orange County and then with the rest of the state, but then we got to open up pretty early on, almost like phase 1, which was nice.
And people who don't really know Winter Park that well, where are you in Winter Park?
So we are just off of Park Avenue on New England, so not too far from Hannibal Square.
Gotcha. Pretty cool having a basement location though too in
Yeah.
Florida. You don't hear about that at
You
all.
really
It kind of
don't.
changes the whole ambiance a little bit.
Yeah.
How does it work? I'm a new client coming in. I say, look, I'm here. I don't know exactly what to do. Describe that experience from that point forward.
So basically, when you walk down the stairs, you come into our salon, and actually, my dog is in the salon
Is that
every day.
right?
Yeah. So Sterling is usually the first one to announce that you're there, and then we say he's the concierge, and he just greets everyone when they come in. He actually even waves at clients. And then while I'm doing their hair, he's usually just sleeping in his bed.
What kind of dog?
He's a Maltese and a Yorkie mix.
Oh wow, you got to send us some video,
Absolutely,
please.
yeah.
And we'll run it on the show. We'd
For sure.
love to.
He's a great dog, and I honestly sometimes I think people come for him.
Yeah, probably. So we have a dog at my law firm too, by the way. Which,
Yeah.
I think occasionally a client might be turned off by that, and it's like, whatever. I mean, if
Yeah.
that's,
He really
if
just
that's
says
how you
hi and
wanna
then
be.
goes back to sleep.
Oh, is that right? How old is the dog?
He's 7.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness! So he's been there with you the whole
The whole
entire
time.
time.
Yep.
I probably got you through some challenging moments.
He
I
actually had a
imagine.
harder time with the closure because not enough people paid attention to him.
Oh, he was at home with mom.
Yeah, he got sick of me.
Do yourself a favor. Go check out our friends at Aeffect.
Effect.
Effect.
Like you can't commit.
Effect hair. And I'm going to go learn how to say effect or learn the difference between effect and effect. That was awesome, Selena. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Excellent work. Congratulations on being Justin's choice today. Michaela, well done.
Thank you, Justin.
Should I do the grays or not do the grays?
I think you should just leave it as
Just
is.
leave it as is?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? If you could do anything with your hair right now, what would you do?
I don't know. Maybe a few more like highlights, lowlights. It's fall.
Let's be
Fall,
honest.
y'all.
Be honest with our audience. How many different hair colors have you had?
Every color.
All of them?
All of them. All the colors.
All right, excellent job today. Special thanks to our WKMG bass crew. Thank you for watching. Hit record series now, and we'll see you next week for more Best of Central Florida.